Burn these letters, Marcus. Destroy them in accordance with the Field Mission Manual article.
Okay, Madam Hoffman. But shouldn't we reply to...
Don't bother. The secret letters are sent to all active investigators above rank 4. The squad is like the watchers of the critical points. They collect and record every event different to the ones in history and report to the Foundation. These incidents will be the index for evaluating the stability. In other words, the more reports they send, the more unstable the error is. This keeps every field investigator up to date on the situation so they can plan their next move. In the past, we have seen too many tragedies caused by a lack of information. But now, our own task is more urgent. The Circle publicly committed treason. The Leopoldstadt riots and the march of the lower-class arcane. Heinrich and Isolde's speech is like the spark that ignited the powder keg that is Vienna. The riots have been going on for days.
But why was Miss Kakania wanted? She didn't act out of line in the exhibition and seemed totally unaware of the speech. All she had was the book which didn't belong to this era. Clearly, Heinrich didn't tell her a thing.
It is because she is the known founder of the Circle, and a middle class with no background. This is good news for us, Marcus. We can start with Kakanya. They did protect her from being wanted, which means she has not been fully assimilated into this elite group of noble. How typical of Manus Vindicte. We need to find her fast. Luckily, the spider tail you put on her is reacting.
Go to hell, you dirty, disgusting officials! For a kingdom of freedom!
For a kingdom of freedom.
Shoot, they're attacking the Foundation branch? Focus on what's important, Marcus. Someone summoned a bunch of critters on Kärtnerstraße. They're coming this way.
And it was by choosing Jay that they began their path.
Wait! I have to hide the records first.
Shall I ask the enemy for their tactics?
Пожалуйста, пропустите меня.
Easier to fight here than a back alley. Time to heat up the fort.
Start me up!
I'm an artist with steel.
Lights!
Let's do this.
Peace and love! Peace and love!
Dark blade. Time to heat up the forge. Hate street style.
Rock, rock, rock! Change the world!
Why don't I introduce you to the lady in my life?
Don't touch my bag!
Dark blade.
Start me up!
My turn.
Woohoo! Release!
You're on a ride with time to heat up the forge.
Rivers are the stars of the earth.
Melt it down, forge it up. My forge, my rule.
That's the direction.
They're just little games.
Крашимо слика. Look, an earth suspended river.
Woohoo! Release!
Ice flood.
Hey, this body's all natural.
Peace and love! Peace and love!
That's the direction.
Are you
The flood is coming. Prepare to be drowned.
Are you ready to shake? Woohoo! Release!
Worry not. The direction of fate is decided.
Don't touch my bag!
That's the direction. Крашимо слика. Ice flood. Rivers are the stars of the earth.
Don't touch my bag! Peace and love! Peace and love!
Dark blade.
They're just little games. Start me up!
My turn. Listen
Peace
close,
and
bro.
love. Peace and love.
That's the direction.
Time to heat up the forge.
Crash musluga.
They're just little games.
The turbulence arrives.
What you think about this?
Light.
That's the direction.
Time to heat up the forge. You're on a ride to the corner of butt-kicking me.
Rivers are the stars of the earth.
My forge, my rules. Melt it down, forge it up.
Don't touch my bag.
The flood is coming.
Time to heat up the forge.
Start me up.
Worry not. The direction of fate is decided.
Hate Street style.
Light. Stop it. Are you ready to be booked? They're just little. Start me up. Are you ready to shake? Woohoo! Release! Left hand's up. Now right hand's up. Hip hip hooray!
Something's wrong with this mist. Marcus, cover your... Marcus, are you okay? Did the mist get to you?
No. Madam Hoffman, the terrorists and the people in the march, what they shouted? For a kingdom of freedom. That's what Miss Ditterstorff said in the exhibit, and she quoted that from Dr. Kakanya. And it was me. I told that to Dr. Kakanya. I told her about the island. I told her it's a place of freedom for arcanists. So I'm the one who caused this turmoil. I told them the secret of the Golden Isle and caused the chain reaction. I didn't listen to you. I'm too reckless. I lack rational thinking. I'm unstable and out of control, and though you vouched for me and appointed me to the field mission from the headquarters, but
Maybe it is like what you said. Maybe you did play a role in this era, causing a butterfly effect in trying to be responsible for everything beyond one's capability is a symbol of irrational hubris. First of all, creating chaos in this chaotic time is more than easy. Just look at all the frequent ethnic conflicts, assassinations and espionage. If not, the circle is old. The Manis will find themselves a different... You never know how the leaked information will simmer. Its subsequent spread is uncontrollable, and remorse the thing is... Everyone has their own ideas about that island. Your words just deepened the expectations. As for your self-assessment, we have all heard it. Humans are more rational and arcanists are more emotional. They're sensitive to the darkness in the world so they can... But if we put a human child in the position of an arcanist, maybe he too will become impulsive, sensitive, immature, and that's why it sometimes dawns on me that if we put an arcanist child in the position of a human being who receives enough love, education, and positive feedback, these instabilities might be controllable. At least enough to keep them from...
Madam Hoffman?
I took you away from the storm in 1912. It has been a long time after that, so I know how precious it must be for you to return to 1914 and your urge to complete the mission and go back. You are not an impulsive person, Marcus. You're just growing up, and you do need to grow. As for appointing you, it was by my own will, because the age of humans has come to an end.
The age of humans?
If the eras keep on regressing, human technologies would fail to accumulate. Meanwhile, arcane skills that depend largely on the individual's potential will shine. In this war of reversals, futures, and time, it is you who will survive, not us. And that's why sooner or later, you'll have to... This is the most rational assessment I can make for the continuation of...
Rational? But I've been doing my best to be rational. I can't make a choice. What if I make a wrong choice? What if there's no right answer? What if I never told Kakanya about...
Enough. You're getting carried away. There is nothing mysterious about rationality. It simply guides us out of confusion and straight to the essence of things.
The essence?
The reason why we're doing a job here is simple, Marcus. Arcanists keep going to the menace. It's because they can promise the salvation while we can't. Therefore, decoding their immunity ritual against the storm is top priority. If we can't, being isolated on a small piece of land, we're bound to meet our end in this temporal catastrophe. We're not the only investigators sent by the headquarters. So our mission is to collect every clue left by the menace and send them back to La Place. Everything else is secondary.
Madam Hoffman, besides finding Miss Kakanya, there may be another way. That painting, the last work of... When I read it in the exhibition, I felt a familiar afflatus. It was concealed in a clever way, but I noticed the traces of concealment.
Manus's arcane skill.
But I couldn't read anything more from it. If we can persuade Miss Kakanya to help us with her arcane...
Is her arcane skill similar to yours?
No, quite different. I fought her once. I feel that under certain conditions, our arcane skills might be complementary.
Well done, Marcus. This is something only you can do. The government has a painting now. The field agent squad can retrieve it for... The fog has cleared. Now, we need to find Kakanya.
Darling, did you hear that? The sound of a match scraping against the box, igniting in a dark, silent alley. And then... boom! War, like an unstoppable train, hurtles down the track with its passengers vanishing in the thick, black smoke. In the train, the elderly tremble in the corner, and the infants babble dreaming. Oh, but the only young man aboard is filling coal into the furnace. Meanwhile, another train is hurtling down the same track, puffing the same black smoke. Alas, the two trains are destined to collide. in a war to end all wars. Pay close attention. Next, let's turn to where the train rewind the clock to before the whistle blew. And then, child, look somewhere far from here. In the Schönbrunn Palace, where the fine gentlemen of Austria-Hungary eagerly plan the extension of their national borders. But the Habsburgs value their honor so much that first they must find themselves some excuse to cross them. Yet in another land, a humiliated people were gathering in secret. Their fate drove an open-topped car there, carrying an ill-fated couple. An avenging bullet was sent to them as a gift from a luck-struck patriot. In a moment, each party was granted their long-sought a yearning furnace at last had its reason to burn, to steam toward its final destination. My dear, fresh-faced boys traded... Darling, did you hear that? The sound of a match? Nothing. Perhaps then...